And also we can found that a lot of bacteria capable of living in a very extreme the extreme conditions. 非常に極限的な環境、例えば高温ですね。こういったYellowstone National Park, I think in USA, it's the hot water. Even in this hot water, many kind of bacteria can be found out. And also this is this bacteria is salt tolerant bacterium. I think isolated by the Professor Horikoshi. He's a very famous professor in the extreme bacteria or the extreme files field. They published this kind of shape of the salt tolerant bacterium. You can see it's a very strange compared with the traditional or the normal bacteria shape, the rod or some sphere shape. This is a Sankauke, isn't it? It's very interesting, the morphology. This one also not only the very good bacteria, but also in the nature there are a lot of the bad bacteria or the bad microorganisms which will be harmful for all human being. This one is in the UK, in England. There's one very famous how to say the spring the fountain onsen ですね。During the industrial the revolution, at that moment, many the women would work very hard. So after the hard working, they feel painful for their body. So then at the moment they knew the spring water can cure they can recover the human body. So they go to onsen, but the spring water will not be disinfected. So the water will, after using, will directly will be discharged into the river. So the people will drink the river. Then after a long time use, they found that the many people will be infected by some unknown the reasons will be suffered from some disease. Finally, some doctors uncovered the reason. They found that this is related to some cholera, the appearing in the water. So because at the moment there's no technology for the disinfection of the drinking water, so they directly drink the river water contaminated with the spring water. So that's the reason. So after that, the many bacteria which can cause the disease have been important research topics. This one just show you some fish. If you go to some the museum, you can see the fish which can show the lights. I think this is also very interesting phenomenon. There one important mechanism is which contributed to the emission of the lights is due to the coexisting bacteria. So this bacteria can show the lights, gives the lights. So I think, as you know, this is another kind of the fluorescence, also another kind of light protein. So in 2008, these three people earned the Nobel Prize. I think this great old professor is Japanese. He originally studied the mechanism of the some light protein or the fluorescent protein. Why this protein can give the fluorescence or can give the lights. So systematically analyze the mechanism. So he is a very important person for this field. Nowadays you can see the fluorescent proteins or the keiko tampakos. they have the wide applications in the biotechnology and also in the biology research fields. So this person is also a very great person, but he couldn't, as you know, he couldn't obtain the Nobel Prize because after he isolated the genes related to the fluorescence proteins, he left the research field because he couldn't obtain the research fund from the government. At the moment, so this is a very good the story for this person. So he distributed the genes to him and also to him. So he's now he's a Charfe. Now he's a professor in the I forget his university. Anyway, he firstly he inserted the genes into a worm, sensu. Then the worm can show the fluorescence. This is a great work. Then he also distributed the green fluorescent genes to the Chinese origin scientist Qian. In Chinese is the Sen. I think it is also Qian. His contribution to the fluorescent proteins is he modified the genes which can show the different colors and also have different properties which can be utilized more widely in the many areas of the chemistry and also biotechnology fields. So I will not go to the details. But anyway, please remember these 4 people, very important persons to the fluorescent protein research. I think even he couldn't obtain the Nobel Prize, but he was happy as the same as the other person who earned the Nobel Prize, because this field now has a very important impact to the biotechnology. This is the mechanism of the fluorescence production for these sea animals. You can see here is just this one is acrolein. So this one can react with the calcium to give the blue light. This blue light will be the excitation light to the green fluorescence protein. This one is important. So this green fluorescent protein, by using this the emitted light, this one it's excitation light. This molecule can give the emitted light as the green light. So this is a hot mechanism. This one is the input of this protein automatically produces the light as the excitation light for the green fluorescent protein. Then this molecule can, by absorbing this light, it can produce another color as the fluorescence light. So nowadays we can use this protein by just emitting the exciting this molecule with some light. Then we can automatically get the fluorescence. I think this is an important application of this protein.